Great morning, humans. Great morning, world. This is your boy, Dr. JC Doornick, aka The Dragon, and welcome to Make Sense Mondays. Make Sense Mondays. Monday is a very, very interesting day for all of us. And I think it's probably, just the way that we've set up our week as humans, I think it's just so crucial and important to have something to help us get on the right path on Mondays. So that's what Make Sense Mondays is about. It's not just for you, it's for me as well. It's just this idea of capturing a focus for Monday. And today is a really, really good one too. Capturing a focus that kind of puts everything that you're concerned with or think that that is important, but yet it's not, on hold. Put a pause on it. And it gives you the ability to, become the dominant creator of your life, become the shot caller of your life by choosing the right focus and headspace for the day, all based on this task that we all have. I think we all love this idea. First time I ever heard it was from Wayne Dyer. He says, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Great morning, Chris Cushing. Change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, right? Everybody loves that idea, but very, very hard to execute. Very, very few people know how to execute it. It's like one of those interesting things where we kind of say, yeah, that's what I need to do. Maybe that's even part of your, ploy or request to get out of your own way, right? So that you can change the way you look at things, because it makes sense to people that if we change the way we look at things, the things that we look at change. But once again, very hard to execute on. So that's what Make Sense Mondays is about. For those of you that have not figured it out yet, it was the brainchild of my wife, the chicken, Mika. She created something, and I co-created it with her, called the Make Sense Academy, which is a psychological safe haven, a personal, private area for a growing community that likes this idea, what I'm talking about. And we all rise up on a regular basis every day. So if that's something that is interesting to you, I see some of them coming in. Great morning, Kathy. Great morning, Colleen. Just the idea of reclaiming control in this crazy world. I'm going to give you some gifts today in that sense, but that's what's going on. We've got this very, very low cost, high value mastermind of sorts, full of like-minded, curious seekers of expansion that like the idea of reclaiming control of our days. Because I don't know where you're sitting today and why you came and why you're listening to me today, and what about what I'm saying is resonating with you, but there's a good chance that this day has a grip on you. Like, you might have gone to sleep last night, maybe you had a good weekend or a bad weekend, but whatever it is that is on your mind, that is a stressor or an obstacle or adversity or something that you're surviving through or trying to thrive through, chances are that booted up again this morning, and it could have a grip on you. And in the process of having life take a grip on you, you're now in that survival mode rather than being the commander and chief of your reality and your day. So that's what we're doing here. Hey, great morning, Risa. And I see people here with me today, and I'm excited for you. And the topic today for Make Sense Mondays is actually what it is that you have to be excited about. And I'm going to share the top 10 reasons that you can be excited about this day. But if you're interested in checking out the Make Sense Academy and coming into our world and doing this every day, as well as we have tons of online courses in there. We're teaching people better communication skills to level up your business. For those of you that are looking to grow businesses, there's a very, very distinct reason that you might be struggling at that. So we're teaching people that. We're teaching people how to set boundaries, how to improve your self-esteem, public speaking skills, things like that. So there's a lot of mechanical things that will help you get what you're looking for. But at the core of it, we're just making sense of things. We're just reclaiming control of that consciousness that we have where we can make logical and rational decisions. So that's the Make Sense Academy. Just reach out to us, DM us, comment, and you can just say make sense, and we'll send you a link and an invite to check that out. Risk-free, risk-free. Our philosophy is to provide high value, results-driven high value, no BS, at a low cost. And we do that because we've scaled it into a group setting. So if that sounds cool, if you're looking for mentorship, you're looking for a good community, check it out. My wife is a genius. All right, so let's go. Usually we do this for about 20 to 30 minutes. And I just want to remind you that if you're sitting here listening, we're streaming live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, various Facebook pages, and this is also being recorded. These eventually go up on our YouTube channel. I don't know what your current reality is, right? And I don't know what your headspace. I don't know if you came here to fill your cup up or you come here on a regular basis, but you're here for a reason. So I would just encourage you to recognize a couple of things. I'm going to share some things that most likely, hey, great morning, Lindsay. I'm going to share some things that are probably going to resonate with you and make sense. And you're going to say, yeah, that would be a good idea if I thought like that, or if I recognize that. Just remember, learning, which is what you're doing to a certain extent right now, is just another form of distraction in the absence of action. So don't try to do everything, but try to grab onto one thing that I say now that resonates and execute it. Put it into action, step into the arena of play. Great morning, Diane. And everything will change. It's a complete game changer. And as I start this top 10 list, I just want to share transparently that I haven't figured it all out, right? I struggle probably just the same as you, but the only difference between me is I'm conscious of why I'm struggling. And why I face challenges is because of who I am and who I've been programmed to become, how I look at things. I just dropped a new episode on the new Make Sense with Dr. JC Doornick podcast. Check it out. You're going to love it. It's called The Program. And if you listen to this series, if you subscribe, to the podcast, which I'd be grateful, and you can share it as well. I would listen to it from the first episode on, because it's progressive and it's teaching you a language and it's rewiring your brain to execute on that idea of changing the way you look at things. So the things you look at change. But today was called The Program. So if you go listen today, it just talks about why you think, say, and do things. It's very often not your fault, right? If you think that you're at a disadvantage, or you have a tendency of flying off the handle or looking at things the wrong way, there's a good chance that you're unaware of why you are like that, and also how you can completely reprogram your brain, right? So if you've woken up this morning and you're kind of hearing glimpses of things that resonate and you're getting that curiosity, go check out the podcast, check out Make Sense Academy, just DM us Make Sense. And there is so much more that is out there for you. But this episode in particular is really, really cool. It's an eye opener. It's going to make you go, now I get it. And then you can begin the process of rewiring your brain. Great morning, Vicky. Great morning, Paula. Okay. So every morning, without fail, I do a morning routine, and this is part of it. I always share. So just take note of the fact that to a large extent, I am getting a lot out of this as well. So as I did my rise up this morning, which consists of, and this is, part of my morning structure, and we teach this and we practice this in the community, is to capture that first conscious moment with gratitude. Always start with gratitude, right? So I kind of we're going through some stuff in our family and in our life, just like all humans. So when I woke up this morning, I just took control of that first moment of consciousness, and I said, thank you. And I just started off with gratitude, and I build from that. And I build this theme as the day goes, of positioning myself to serve humanity. That's a great idea. I always say, I look up at the sky and I say, how can I help? He never answers. So I just figure it out all day. So right now I'm sitting here wondering how I can help you. That's a great, great position. That's a power move, to put yourself and then work that day to become fit for service. So all the things that I'm going to do, how I'm going to eat, how I'm going to, the water I drink, exercise, the personal growth, the communications that I'm going to have with people, I'm actually working on becoming more fit for service. This is not the top 10. So especially these days, so important. Not sure about you, but my observation, and I'd love to hear in the chat what you think about that. Great morning, Deb McIntyre. Give me your thoughts on this. My observation right now, I'm 52, is that the world is, in my observation, at an all-time confusing state. It's in a confusing place these days, and we're going through some sort of a messy season as humans. Do you guys agree with that? I mean, is anybody else noticing that? And that's not me coming from a victim status. That's me just curiously noticing that as humans, we're more confused than I've seen us in a while. And ironically, at a time that technology and consciousness is advancing at an all-time rate. I mean, it's just rapidly, it's growing faster than we are. Maybe that's the problem, but in many ways, very, very confusing time. Do you agree? Right? Rita. Hey, Rita, you should check out our community. So in many ways, leaning, that's why even more so, I lean on my morning structure, and I lean on the structure that I've created in the Make Sense Academy, and the community, and the people that I choose to be with, the conversations like you're hearing right now. I lean on those things. And the reason why I do that is it helps me protect the doorway to my mind. And it's more important than ever. So how do you become the dominant creator, dominant force, right? The director, the author, and the main character of your reality? Well, you got to protect the door to your mind and protect it by consuming only certain things, because what we consume ends up being what we assume. And also make sure that you are in a learning environment where you can work that brain muscle, and you're hanging around with the right people and getting rid of the wrong people. If you dig, can you dig, right? So it's so nice to have something to, look forward to in life. That was the distinction that I made this morning. I was just realizing that all of this stuff that I'm saying is great, but it's very, very challenging if you don't have something to look forward to. Now, you can call that a goal, right? By the way, this QR code right here is how you can find your way to the Make Sense Academy. I'll live it up for just a little bit more. And that is just, your way to find out more about it. But think about that for a second. Sometimes it comes in the form of a vacation. Sometimes there's a wedding or an event or even a barbecue or Sunday night dinner. I'll give you an example. I'm going to pick my son up at college on Friday. I look forward to that. So I just made a distinction and I want to share that with you, because if you don't have anything to look forward to today, that poses a challenge. That already puts you in survival mode, because you're kind of like trying to figure out where you should go. This is why goal setting is so important, because it's a destination. Very often we associate goal setting with just acquiring things, but it's very important as human beings. Tell me what you think about this, to have a destination that you're on your way to, right? Now, that's what I mean. That was the distinction. I said, you got to have something to look forward to. You got to have something to believe in, right? So it got me in this space, and that was the focus of my rise up this morning, and why I wrote these top 10 things that we can have, or we can be excited about today. These are the top 10 things that you can look forward to in this day. And the reason why I'm going to share them with you is, as you'll see, most likely you weren't thinking about these things. You were thinking about the thing that you've been thinking about. Goal-oriented, whether you're in survival or trying to thrive, right? Maybe you're in momentum, but the chances are you're focused on things that are in front of you. That's the way we are. But the most delightful, magical things that have ever happened to me in my life have come from 90-degree angles. Does anybody agree with that? I mean, just think about that. The love of your life, just the pleasant surprises in life, the opportunities that pop up in life. I find that they most often don't come from where I'm looking. I mean, I do have to have a goal and a guide, right? And today, my goal is to just enjoy and embrace this day as if it was my last. But I just noticed that the most amazing things and the most amazing people, Kathy agrees. I love the feedback, everybody. Most amazing things in people and events come from over here, not where I'm looking. So that being said, that's why I'm going to share these top 10 reasons why you can be excited about this day. Not only to let you know about them, but to remind you about them. These are things that you already know. Okay, so here they are. Number one, top 10 reasons that you can be excited about this day and look forward to this day, right? Remember, this is about looking forward to something. So number one, endless opportunities. Each day, each new day brings a fresh canvas of opportunities for personal and professional growth. I say endless because they are, meaning they are way, way bigger than you think. That's why we always teach people to dream big. You would need only activate yourself and curiously start turning over as many rocks, proverbial rocks in your life, so that you can unveil what lies beneath them. So you see that endless opportunity, it's out there, but you have to start turning over rocks. You can't just say, oh, that's good to know, right? If you want to take advantage of the endless opportunities that'll be the breakthrough that you're looking for or praying for or hoping for, start turning over some rocks. And what I mean by turning over rocks is just get into action and just start to do some maybe scary or uncomfortable things. Number two, learning and discovery. Another reason why you can be excited about this day. You have the chance to learn something new or discover something, some new aspect of yourself every day, even including in the world around you. You could be a curious explorer today, right? But you won't be if you didn't think about this, right? Just look around. Take a break from looking forward every now and then and look left and right. Maybe look around. If you see something, look at it from different examples or different vantage points. Learning and discovery. Become a discoverer, right? Self-discovery is a fun and rewarding game to play. Gamify your day. You just might find out that you were wrong about your odds for success if you do that. So, learning and discovery. Number three, connections and relationships. This is one of my favorite. I just find it's so exciting that if I take a step forward, what I've learned after 52 years is people that I have not yet met because I'm in action approximate towards me. They take a step towards me. So what I realize is all the work that I've been doing and all the attempts at trying to just be a good human and just trying my best and all the efforts that I've had in building my business and my health and my life, right? I have no idea, but there's a very high chance that I'm going to meet somebody today, right? I didn't know I was going to meet my wife the day I met her. So connections and relationships. Every day is an opportunity to strengthen existing relationships or build new connections with people who inspire and support you. We live in a world with over 8 billion people. I'm looking at the people that are here today, or perhaps you're watching this as a recording later. There's 8 billion plus people in this world, and we never know who we are poised to meet if we are in the arena of play and how they might accelerate our lives, right? Sometimes they decelerate our lives, but that's okay. That's a lesson as well. Sometimes we need to decelerate to appreciate accelerate. But there are people that you might very well meet today that are going to completely be game changers in your lives, accelerating your lives towards your desired state. So that was number three, connections and relationships. Number four, creativity unleashed. Could I get my creators out there right now? Right? Guys, there's so many amazing ideas in your head, right? And you're so enveloped in what you're doing that you don't have time to write them down and explore. That's why I decided to become an author. That's why I decided to do this podcast, Make Sense and Rise Up a Dragon First. I have so many ideas, and I know you too as well. But you have to unleash them. So embrace this day with a potential to express your creativity. Maybe today will be the day that you release and express your creativity, whether through art, writing, or problem solving. Perhaps today is the day that you allow yourself, which is very often all we need to do, allow yourself to write down or share your creative ideas with others. What I'm doing with you right now is just that. You might be on the receiving end of this conversation, but I am on the delivery end of my creative ideas and my inspiring ideas. I'm not going to die with them in me today. right? So maybe today's the day you'll unleash them. This is a big part of our morning masterminds, by the way, is we allow people to debrief the topics that we talk about. We even allow people to do presentations and share in there. And the reason why we do that is we want people to unlock and unleash their genius. It is the most healthy thing you can do, and it will give you the illusion that you're having a great day, right? Because it's all an illusion. So that was number 4, creativity unleashed. Number 5, health and well-being. This is the foundation for everything, and what I call the super highway to getting unstuck. So remember, it's on a healthy body that a healthy mind rests. This is the very reason why one of the main constructs of my business is to become a health coach, right? It's not the only thing I do, but if somebody is stuck or in a rut and they focus just today on their health, you eat healthy, right? Maybe you refrain from doing certain things. You drink more water. Maybe you get some exercise. It's a game changer. It's better than any medication out there. So on a healthy body rests a healthy mind. If you are in a rut or stuck, simply focus on your health and watch your mind get clear and confident today. So if you're not feeling clear and confident and you're confused, remember, a confused mind does nothing. All you need to do is take a risk, right? And go out there, find the time. If you say you don't have time, find the time and go out there and activate your body and focus on your health and well-being. Each day offers us a chance to prioritize our health and well-being, making positive choices for your body and your mind. Number 5, health and well-being. Number 6, progress and increased potential. I did this last week. If you go back in the social media, you'll see I did one last week on a different metric of success called potential. So this plays in that ground. Progress and increased potential. Set goals and relish in the satisfaction of making progress towards them. If you have a goal, maybe your metric of measurement is not in the right place, and that's why you're frustrated. Are you able to assess your progress and the potential, your increased potential that's moving you towards achieving milestones, right? Sometimes we have to look at the milestones, and sometimes those milestones are the potential and progress that we're making. And that is how we stay on course. The hardest thing that you have to do to achieve everything you're after right now is to become the person that can do that. So personal growth is one thing, but it's just to follow through. You just have to not quit. There's this whole game being played in your head. So this is important. Those metrics of progress and potential and assessing milestones, no matter how small. In other words, moving in the right direction is a win today, more so than yesterday, right? If you can see that you're moving in the right direction, that means that you're moving forward more than you did yesterday because you're continuing forward. Love that. So that was progress and increased potential. Number 7, nature's beauty and things that matter most. Wake up, folks. Wake up, folks. I mean, I talk about this all the time in our group and on my podcast. Do you have any idea how miraculous it is that you're even alive? You're a miracle. You're a miracle. And also, have you taken note of this world that we live in? I'm inside right now on a video camera with a microphone, but right outside there are trees and grass and sun and wind and smells and animals and all of that stuff. Maybe today was the day you needed to be reminded of that. So nature's beauty and the things that matter most. Wouldn't you agree that we get so focused on surviving and thriving that we forget to soak up the amazing beauty of things that we take for granted because we know they're always there, right? We hope they're always there. Take a moment today to appreciate the beauty of nature, from a sunrise to the changing seasons, providing a daily source of inspiration to you. Right? It's amazing the way the universe is there to rise us up in the morning, to settle us down in the night, to move us into new seasons. Take note of those things. Take a walk today. Run outside. Go for a run outside, not just on the treadmill. Get some sunlight. God, there's so much value to sunlight. Walk barefoot in the grass, climb a tree or something like that, right? I know you're like, oh man, you don't understand. I don't have any time for that. Well, make time. That's what I'm saying, because that could be the most important game-changing moment of your day. So number 8, mindful moments. Use each day as an opportunity to practice mindfulness and gratitude, fostering a positive mindset, right? You have to have a growth mindset and a positive mindset. Why wouldn't you? If you're saying, I can't do that right now, it's too difficult, right? They got to work on that. That's what our group is for. That's what these Make Sense Mondays are for. That's why I listen to podcasts and read, inspiring and educational books and watch YouTube, channel, but not crap, like I'm protecting the doorway to my mind, but I'm consuming. So having a mindfulness, a growth mindset and a positive attitude is something that you can create. I know you can. So this is a wonderful way to remove yourself from the regret of the past and the worry of the future, to be in the present moment. And the easiest way to do that is to practice gratitude, because gratitude focuses on what you have, not what you have not, right? Or what you lost or anything like that. So that was mindful moments. I hope that you guys are enjoying this, and I hope you're writing them down. I'll put them in the notes. Number 9, unexpected joys. Remember I was talking about the 90-degree angle? We're almost done here. Unexpected joys. The unknown. See, you're living potentially right now in the comfort known, right? The comfortable known. And you know what? There's no growth in the comfort zone, in the comfort known. It happens in the uncomfortable zone, in the unknown, right? So I love the unknown, because that's where unexpected joys come from, including miracles. So I find that in 52 years that I've been alive, the most magical and miraculous moments, as I said before, I've experienced do not come from where I'm focused and directed towards today, but from the surprising 90-degree angles, from the magical hidden spots and blind spots of my day, showing up as what we call unexpected pleasant surprises. Is anybody here open to an unexpected pleasant surprise today? Because you got to be open to it. Because if you're not open to it, you won't take a look, right? Be open and curious to an unexpected pleasant surprise today. Anticipate the unexpected joys and surprises that might come your way, adding spontaneity and excitement to your daily routine. Woo, right? Hop in your step. So yes, you can expect a miracle today. Right? Do you believe in miracles? Well, if you say no, it's because you're not aware of where they come from. They don't come from where you're looking. They come from an unexpected, pleasant surprise. So number 10, and the last one, is personal evolution. This is based on the idea that who you are determines how well what you do works. Did you know that? If you're somebody that's out there working your tushy off and you're just not getting the results, you're saying this is not a good ROI, return on investment, right? Here's what you need to know. It's not the do as much as the who. It's who you are that determines how well what you do works. This is why it's so important to continue forward and work on the who. Right? Embrace the potential today for learning. I hope that's what you're doing right now. Embrace the potential today for learning, personal growth, understanding that each day, this one included, offers a chance to become a better version of yourself that becomes the person that is more capable of getting the results that you desire. So I just challenging you to just recognize that maybe what you're doing is good enough. Maybe you're working your butt off, and maybe that's fine, but maybe you're not the right person for the job yet. So continue working, because that's how we become the person, right? I like to look at action that I'm taking towards my goals as a training ground for becoming a better version of myself. Because once you become a better version of yourself, I promise, hand to God, you're going to get better results. So don't quit on the stuff that you're doing until you know that you're at your best. Right? So today, maybe pick up a book, maybe subscribe to the Make Sense with Dr. JC Doornick podcast, or anything like that. Just start learning and enriching your body, and start consuming things that improve your current reality, because that will become your future, right? It's who you are that determines how well what you do works. See, this is my point. This day and how it unfolds is in large part in your hands. You are a reality bender. You are the shot caller. You're the dominant force and dominant creator of your life. You already are. You don't have to become that person, but that's only if you start practicing these things and start turning over under those rocks. So the truth is, today is in fact a great day. It already is. It's predetermined. I've been in the future. I already can tell you that today is a great day for you, for me, for everybody. And you need only make a conscious decision right here here and right now to make it so. So have a great day, folks. I hope you enjoyed this Make Sense Monday. If you like the idea, once again, of rising up like this and in running with, me and chicken and learning all of these things, getting your head straight, but then learning the tactical skills that you have to actually take charge of your life, just PM us the word Makes Sense, and we'll send you some information. Remember, it's risk-free. It's an amazing environment, high value, low cost, almost imaginary cost. And the reason why we do that is because we're more attracted to the movement and transformation than the metrics of money and things like that. But ironically, that's how you make money in life. And we'll teach you how to do that as well. So love all of you, because you're fighting. You're in the game. You haven't quit, right? And that's leveraging you for that miracle as it is. So have an amazing day, and I hope to see you inside our community. Bye-bye now.